February 19th, 2013, Los Angeles. Guests at a downtown hotel begin to complain. The water tastes strange, dark, metallic. Some say it smells. Maintenance is called to inspect the rooftop water tanks. What they find inside one of them will turn a missing person case into one of the internet's most disturbing mysteries. Her name was Elisa Lam, and for days before her body was discovered, there was a video that no one can fully explain. Elisa Lam was a 21-year-old student from Vancouver, Canada. She was intelligent, curious, passionate about travel. She documented her thoughts online, writing openly about her struggles with mental health, identity, and independence. In January 2013, she decided to take a solo trip across California, San Diego, Los Angeles, Santa Cruz. It was supposed to be an adventure. On January 26th, she checked into the Cecil Hotel in downtown Los Angeles, a hotel with a history, a dark one. Over the decades, the building had been linked to multiple suicides, violent crimes, and even serial killers who once stayed there. But Elisa likely didn't know that. At first, everything seemed normal. She called her parents daily. She explored the city. She posted online. Until she didn't. January 31st was the last day anyone heard from her. Her parents expected a call. It never came. They contacted Los Angeles police. A missing persons investigation began. Police searched the hotel. They searched her room. They searched the rooftop. They used dogs. Nothing. No signs of forced entry. No obvious crime scene. Just absence. Then, 2 weeks later, police released something that would explode across the internet. Security footage. An elevator camera recording from the night Elisa disappeared. The timestamp, February 1st. The video shows Elisa entering the elevator alone. At first, she appears calm. Then something changes. She presses multiple buttons. All of them. The elevator doors refuse to close. She steps out, peeks into the hallway, steps back in, steps out again. Her movements become erratic. She presses herself against the wall, as if hiding from someone, but no one appears. She leans forward into the hallway, making strange gestures with her hands, almost as if she's talking to someone or something. The elevator still doesn't close. Finally, she walks out. The doors close on their own. She is never seen again. The video went viral. Millions watched it. Frame by frame analysis. Was someone outside the elevator? Was the footage altered? Why wouldn't the doors close? Why was she behaving that way? Some believed she was being followed. Others believed she was playing a game. Some believed something darker. Paranormal theories exploded online. The hotel's history fueled them. Because this wasn't just any building. The Cecil Hotel had once housed notorious serial killer Richard Ramirez during his killing spree in the 1980s. It had been associated with unexplained deaths for decades. People began connecting dots. Too many dots. Meanwhile, the search continued. Until February 19th, a hotel maintenance worker climbed to the rooftop to inspect the water tanks. He noticed something unusual. One of the tank lids was open. Inside, floating in the water, was Elisa. Her body had been there for days, possibly weeks. Guests had been drinking from that water, brushing their teeth, showering. The horror deepened, but the real mystery had only begun. How did she get up there? The rooftop was supposed to be locked. Access required keys or special codes. There were alarms. There were security measures. How could a 21-year-old tourist climb onto the roof, open a heavy tank lid, and enter it? Alone? The tank was over 8 feet tall. To get inside, she would have had to climb. And once inside, getting out would have been nearly impossible. No ladder inside. Slippery walls. Water level fluctuating. So what happened? The autopsy revealed no signs of physical trauma. No evidence of sexual assault. No clear indication of homicide. Toxicology reports later showed traces of prescription medication drugs Elisa had been prescribed for bipolar disorder. Investigators concluded her death was accidental. They believed she had been experiencing a manic episode, possibly paranoia, possibly hallucinations. They suggested she accessed the fire escape to reach the roof. They stated the water tank lid may have been left open. According to official reports, no evidence supported foul play. Case closed. But the internet refused to accept that answer. People analyzed the elevator footage again. Why did the elevator doors stay open? Later explanations revealed something simple. The elevator had a door hold feature. If multiple buttons are pressed, the doors remain open longer. Not supernatural, not hacked, just mechanical design. Yet the questions lingered. Why was she hiding? Why those gestures? Why that fear? Some experts suggest her behavior was consistent with someone experiencing a severe mental health episode. Bipolar disorder, especially when medication levels fluctuate, can trigger paranoia and psychosis. In her own blog posts, Elisa had written about struggles with stability. She had adjusted medications in the past. She had described feeling disconnected from reality at times. Is it possible the mystery was not supernatural, but tragic? And yet, there are still gaps. Some hotel staff gave conflicting statements about whether the roof door was locked. There were questions about the water tank lid open or closed when discovered. Some reports differ. Minor inconsistencies, enough to keep theories alive. Conspiracy forums connected her case to tuberculosis testing in the area. Some noticed eerie coincidences in movie plots. Patterns, symbols. The human brain craves narrative, especially when reality feels incomplete. But beneath the speculation, there is something important to remember. Elisa Lam was not a horror character, not a meme, not a creepypasta. She was a real person, with parents, with dreams, with struggles. The viral video transformed her final moments into entertainment. Slow motion edits, creepy music overlays. The internet turned confusion into mythology, but sometimes the most unsettling explanation is the human one. Mental illness can distort perception. A building's dark history can distort interpretation, and grief can distort reason. The Cecil Hotel itself would later attempt rebranding, renovations, new management, distance from its past. But its name remains tied to tragedy, because buildings don't create horror. People do, circumstances do, silence does. So what really happened that night in the elevator? Was Elisa hiding from someone real, or someone only she could see? Was it negligence, accident, a system failure, or simply a moment where a young woman lost her battle with her own mind? The official answer is clear: accidental drowning, bipolar episode. No evidence of homicide, but mysteries are not sustained by evidence alone. They survive in unanswered emotion, in footage that feels wrong, in places with history, in questions that echo at 3 a.m. Maybe the most disturbing part of this story isn't the water tank, or the elevator, or the hotel. It's how quickly the world consumed her final moments, paused them, zoomed in, debated them. As if somewhere inside that pixelated hallway, the truth was hiding. And maybe it was. Or maybe the truth is simpler and harder to accept. Not every mystery hides a monster. Sometimes it hides a tragedy. And sometimes, the scariest thing in the room is misunderstanding.